Hey everybody, Sean Henderson, Pierre the Beer Ramble, another beer edition today. We're looking at Lagunitas CitruSinensis, CitruSinensis Pale Ale. An ale brewed with natural blood orange juice. Yes, another brewery trying to be creative and adding fruit to their beer. Why? I don't know, but let's see. I guess will be viewed as an American Pale Ale style. 7.5% ABV. Yeah, should be fun. Lagunitas, I love their beers. I've had, based in Petaluma, California, Chicago, Illinois, 50% stake bought out by Heineken, and then Heineken bought out the entire company. I'm going to throw the year out. I might be wrong, but the year was 2014. They bought the company outright. So, anyway, here's what the beer looks like. A little foam up top, but has a little, I'm sure in the camera probably looking says amber color, but it has a little bit of a gray color to it. So, ooh. Some of the same sense of a pale ale, some hops, definitely some maltiness. Lagunitas, of course, their Imperial Stout, which I like. Unfortunately, is no longer here in our area. Why? Bloody knows. Their IPA, their Czechs Pilsner, and their something ale. All four, I should say, I've had, and very, very superb. Definitely getting some sense of orange and citrus in this brew, but more of the hop malty, I'm sure, from Cascade hops and Mosaic hops, and just not a lot, but some. It's a limited release beer, so if you have a blue guitar, you do not play things as they are. The man replied, things as they are. Ale change upon the blue guitar. What it got to do with beer? I have no bloody idea what that meant, but it's on the bottle. So, down the hatch. I picked this up the other day. I said I was going to hold on to it until maybe give it some time until I got a little flavor, a little fullness of this. I should have done this the other day because it was hot. Definitely some hop flavors in this. I think some Mosaic hops and Cascade hops I'm tasting in this brew. I could be wrong. It has a little of a rough feel, maybe going down bitter, but more like I'm tasting a bit of a coffee feel to this beer. I mean, obviously it's not, but it's just that when it's going down, it feels like I'm drinking just some coffee beans in this. We all know now we're seeing a lot of these beers are that we're trying to get into the whole fruit flavored beers that have a little bit of orange juice, maybe a little bit of lemon juice or grapefruit juice. Sometimes a lot of these IPAs and pale ales have that scent of it, but they don't put much of it in there. But now it seems that is all the new rage. We're seeing these fruity flavored style, whether it be a pale ale, whether it be a IPA, whether it be a, you know, a Pilsner, or a malt beverage, let's put it that way, and you're getting some of that sort of tastes like more like a fruit juice, you know, more so than a beer. And I understand a lot of these breweries are trying to be very creative and being different, you know, saying, hey, let's try something different than what we usually put out, whether it be an IPA. Our IPA may taste like this person's IPA, or our pale ale may taste like this person's pale ale, or maybe this lager may taste like this person's lager. You know, usually kind of works out that way. So, I'm getting, again, if you look at the bottle, the glass, excuse me, this has a sort of orange, yellow, sort of an orange look to it. 7.5%. I'm sure they probably put up quite a bit of hops in this brew. It ain't bad, folks. It's not negative, really. I'm just one. There's certain ones that are fruit flavored I say I'll embrace, but ones I just don't. And this one I'm tolerable towards it, maybe because of the more alcohol in it. But outside of that, I'm not into these sort of styles. I just can't embrace it. I can't really say, hey, I love you, I will drink this every day. No, I can't do that. I can't say that. So, you know, it's all right. You know, Petaluma, California, Chicago, sweet home, Chicago. So, I just wish Lagunitas Imperial Stout was still sold here in Mobile, but I guess I'll have to go to my neighboring states, maybe, you know, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, to see if they have it, but one can only hope, and I really enjoy that. But again, all the other beers you could pretty much get. The something ale, the Chex Pills, their IPA, all of them, and I've reviewed all of them, are very, very well-made beers. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't know if we're going to put the category this is a pale ale style, maybe a fruit veggie beer, but I think it's probably going to be a pale ale. And maybe for those who are kind of health conscious, I'm sure they probably will enjoy this. But life is uncertain. Don't sip. CitruSinensis. Okay, folks, it's an alright pale ale. Maybe the orange is kind of taking a little bit of the way from the more of the bit hoppiness and more of the alcoholness of this beer. Maybe in a good way, I would say 2 of these you can drink. Maybe 2 of these you can drink, 3, and I would say 7.5 is a bit high. So I'm thinking I'll compare this with maybe some seafood, grilled shrimp, grilled tuna. I'm sure that probably would pair well with it. That's kind of how I look at it. Probably give it a nice balance in terms of flavors and texture. I wouldn't put, maybe say, grilled tuna, grilled salmon, that sort of style of seafood would be perfect for this style of beer. So I ain't gonna go on and on. Like I say, I love all their beers. This one, I'm just, because of the flavor and they add on to us, I just can't give it a hug or an embrace. So I'm going to say B- for me on this one. So that would be a 7.9, 8.0 score for this. So I'm sure those who like Lagunitas will say, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I think that's a fair score for this. But I'm sure this is probably readily available in other places you can get this, but other places, the areas that you can get Lagunitas beers. And like I said, it's a limited release, so which means I guess it's probably for the summer. And I guess, you know, for those who like shandies, who like you know, those, you know, lemony flavored, the Mike's Hard Lemonade crowd, the white wine crowd, like Chardonnay and whatnot. The apple cider crowd, who want something very light but has something they could sip on, you know, more and more. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, whether it be by can or glass. So that will probably be a fair score to give it. So that's who they're targeting. But anyway, that is my score. 8.1, 8.0, 8.1. So that'd be a B minus, C plus B minus for this style. Join us in Pierre, the Beer Ramilton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. Yes. Lagunitas. Blah, 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 blah. Pale Ale. Citrus. Blood orange. Yep. That's kind of how it is. Bloody.